Hello everybody and welcome back to Firefield Junction, and once again, as I'm sure we're used to, because we've looked at many of them before, we've once again got another locomotive here for us today. And as you can see, it's a Class 68 we've got today. Now obviously I haven't looked at a Class 68 before. It's also the very first Dapol locomotive that I'll be looking at, because obviously I haven't looked at a Dapol loco before, so it'll be very interesting to see what Dapol's locos are like. As you can see, a Class 68 diesel electric locomotive, fairly modern locomotives. They haven't been around for incredibly long, I believe. This particular one actually isn't mine. This loco does not belong to me. This loco has been very kindly lent to me by my good friend Ryan, who owns the Oak Ridge Crossover channel. I'll put a link to his channel down in the description, so feel free to go check him out. Wonderful friend, excellent guy. And he's very kindly lent me his very, very beautiful Dapol Class 68, and this particular one is in the Chiltern Railways livery. I think it says it on the box somewhere, I'm not too sure. There we go, there's the label. So if I look on the box here, there we go, we can see, so we get the model code is 4D-022-003. It's a 176 scale double gauge Class 68, and this one is number 68010 in the Chiltern Railways livery. It's 21 pin DCC ready, which is good, and it has been chipped. Ryan has chipped this with a 21 pin Bachmann decoder, I believe, so that'll be good, so at least we can run it on DCC. So before we open the box quickly, I'll quickly give you a little bit of history on the Class 68 in general. Well, I suppose Chiltern's Class 68, and a little bit of information on this particular loco as well. Currently today, Chiltern operate 7 Class 68 diesel locomotives. 5 of them are in their own special livery, and those include 68010, 68011, 012, 013, 14 and 15. All of those are in the current Chiltern Railways livery. The other 2 that Chiltern have are 68008 and 68009, and those 2 are in the DRS Compass livery. This particular example, 68010, the model of this particular model represents the loco in its early operation, I believe, with Chiltern, as this particular model does not have a nameplate fitted to it. However, the real life loco currently these days does have a nameplate fitted, and if you wanted to, Dapol have also produced this particular one with the nameplate applied. Anyway, with the quick information, with the information done out of the way, I think the next thing to do is to obviously open the box and see what the model is actually like. Now, Dapol's packaging, it is very nice. It's very high quality. It's not the typical sleeve design that we're used to with other manufacturers. Instead, we've got this beautiful, very sturdy box. So if we just lift the lid up, it's coming very slowly. Come on, there we go. So if we take the lid off. Now there's no paperwork inside at the moment. Ryan has not included that, but that is absolutely fine. Eventually I will be getting my own Class 68 because I don't have one at the moment, and when I look at that, obviously we'll then have the paperwork and everything in that. But obviously we don't need to worry about that because, well, it's boring, but it can be quite useful. So there she is, and the livery application is absolutely beautiful, very, very nice. So if we very gently prise the block of ice out of the foam, it's quite a tight fit actually, it's not absolutely brilliant. Just gently ease it out one end at a time. It's very slowly coming, we're nearly there. There's a bit more, there we go. It's got little bits of foam, polystyrene there. So if I just put that back into the box for now and put that to one side. Now we have got some accessories here, which is nice. So if we try and get the plastic sleeve off, it doesn't seem to want to come. There we go. It's very, very tight. It's not very good, to be honest, this actually. I wasn't expecting the sleeve to be this tight. There we go. Then we've got a little bit of accessories here. So we've got the 21 pin blanking plates there. But obviously, if you were to buy this is a DCC ready version, this model. However, as I mentioned earlier, this particular one has been chipped by Ryan. It's a 21 pin Bachmann decoder that's in here, so at least we'll get some nice smooth operation. But even on DC, these are very good runners. So we also have a coupling there, and oh no, there's 2 couplings in there, and then we have some other little details in there as well. So that's not too bad. Right, we lift up this. we can then take off this little bit of plastic there and lift up the loco. If I just put it very gently over there, and then we can put that back in there for now. Put this back together, there we go. And then if we put the packaging to one side and smooth the details as well, and then we've got the loco itself. And look at this. This is amazing. Dapol really have done an amazing job on this model. It's absolutely fantastic. We can see the number there, 68010. And obviously if you were to buy the nameplate version, the nameplate I believe would probably be somewhere around here. Or actually might be somewhere around this end, I'm not too sure actually. Try not to get my grubby fingerprints all over it, but it's a little bit hard to. Now the first thing, and I've done this in every single video, but she is incredibly heavy. There's loads and loads of weight to this model. That's good, lots of traction, so she'll be able to pull some nice decent length trains. The buffers are sprung, and obviously they're not your typical type of buffer. They're a little bit unusual, but I think they suit the model very well. They're very nice. She does have working lights, so we can see those working later when we put her on the track. A beautiful livery application. Again, you have to ignore my grubby fingerprints, I'm going to have to wipe those off. But the livery application is absolutely spot on. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure if these actually have Chiltern Railways branding on them. I'm not actually sure if it says Chiltern Railways in real life. It might do, I'm not too sure. You'll have to look that up, because I'm not too sure if these do say Chiltern Railways in real life. They might do, but I'm not too sure. The underframe detail is really, really good. You can see loads of warning signs and stickers there. It's very, very nice. You see it says diesel there, so I'm guessing that the diesel goes in somewhere around there. The bogies are very, very nice. We can see they've got nicely painted steps. The bogies turn quite nicely. They're not too bad. Buff beam detail is very nice. We've got vacuum tubing, the various electrical connectors, some nice handrails on the front there. Cab detail, I'm pretty sure these do have fully detailed cabs, but I can't actually see it very much. Get a bit of dust off the windscreen. The roof is very nice. The fans are separately fitted, I believe, and you have got proper mesh grills there, which is nice. Yeah, you have to excuse all the dust. I think this model has been sat around for a while, so I might give her a little bit of running in, just to make sure that she's still okay and just to get her used to running again. At the other end, again, just as good. Same amount of detail. Again, sprung buffers. So we've got a nice, and then we've got a nice snow plough, or well, I say snow plough. Well, it kind of is a snow plough, I suppose. It is fairly delicate, that piece, and I don't think it's attached incredibly well, so I don't want it to fall off. But at this end, we can see we have got a nice NEM pocket there. So if we want to fit a coupling, which I probably will, so we can see her hauling some stock, and that'd be good. So I probably will put a coupling in there later on before I put her on the track. And yeah, overall, she's not too bad. Really, really good. Great detail, great weight, beautiful livery application. Overall, she's absolutely amazing. Really, really good. I really can't wait to have my own one of these. If I do get one of these, it will be in the DRS livery. I won't get one of these because obviously my layout doesn't really fit one of these up to 68 in this livery very well. But when I do get my own, it will be a DRS one. So look out for that at some point in the future. But we've got this one here for the moment, and well, I really don't know what to say. She's absolutely fantastic. If you want to get one of these, definitely get one. They are spot on. But obviously, detail and livery application is just the start, because these perform incredibly well. So okay, here we are over the layout. We're very used to seeing this spot on the layout by now, I'm pretty sure. So here's the loco. So if we just put her on, it's fairly easy to do. Not too many wheels. There we go, just make sure all of that's okay. Everything looks fine. There we go. Now obviously she is chipped. I know I've mentioned that several times before, but she is chipped. Again, she's got a 21 pin Bachmann decoder inside there. So that's to make her digital. And Bachmann decoders, they are very good. They're very good decoders, not incredibly expensive, very good quality, and they, yeah, overall I do recommend them. Now I have changed the loco's address. because she did used to have an address, and that address was already taken by one of my own locos. So I have temporarily given her the number 68 for the moment while she's with me. I've also changed the start voltage. It was previously number 3. I've changed it to number 1 so that the slow speed is a little bit better. I am going to give her a bit of a running in period because I don't think she's ran in quite a long time. So I'll give her about 15 minutes in each direction or so, just to get her bedded in, used to running, get some oil around all of the moving parts. I have fitted a coupling to this end. However, I did have to take the coupling hook off, so it's just the standard coupling. If I just turn the look around actually to show you, you can see the coupling there. And I had to take the, I didn't actually take the hook off. I was giving her a quick test, and as she went over the points just around here, the coupling hook just came off. It pinged off because it was catching on the point. However, that should be fine. It should be fine without the hook on there, because obviously we still have the actual coupling piece. So we should be fine when we couple her up to some wagons. We should be fine. Now, obviously, the mechanism inside these locos is very good. You've got your standard motor, a 5-pole motor in the centre, 2 flywheels, and she's got all-wheel drive. So performance should be fine. Now, obviously, she has got lights, so if we just put those on, there we go. So we've got a nice bright headlight at the top and some nice lights at the side. Now, if we change direction again, I might just have to move her back a bit. There we go. Then we've got some nice tail lights there. So if we just give her a little wiggle, very good, and the other direction. Fantastic, really, really good performance. Anyway, let's get her running in, and then after that, we'll couple her up to some wagons and see what she's really like then. It does seem to be a bit sensitive on points, which is a little bit strange. However, I'm sure it should be fine. She's running nicely, nice and smoothly. A little bit juddery, but I'm sure after some running in, that should die down quite a bit. So once she's finished running in, I'll come back and I'll couple her up to some wagons, and then we'll see what she's really like. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, the loco has finished running in. She's running nice and smoothly. Still a tad jerky, but she is still fairly new. She's just coming to shot now, so if we just slow her down, and there we go. Yeah, overall performance, very, very good. Very, very impressed with this model. Again, she is still slightly jerky, but that could just beat it down. She is still fairly new, and the mechanism still isn't incredibly used to running yet. It could just be the chip, it could just be where the decoder is, it could be she did a few more settings need changing, but overall, she's very, very good, very, very impressed. Now, I've coupled her up to some wagons. She's coupled up to my rake of Dapol IOA network rail wagons. 4 of them I've glued ballast loads into, permanent ballast loads. 3 of them are empty, and the end one has had one of the Train Tech flashing tail lamps fitted to it as well. So overall, we've got a very nice train to look at today. It would probably be better if it was a DRS 68 on the front of this, but overall, I'm sure there has been at least one time where this has happened, where one of these has been on a ballast train. There is a fair bit of tension on the couplings, but I suppose that is just down to the weight of the train. And she has ran round once or twice with these wagons now, so she should be fine. But anyway, let's get her running, and let's see what she's really like and see what she's capable of. Well, overall, I really don't know what to say. She's just fantastic. Definitely, probably one of the best models Dapol have ever made. And being my first ever Dapol Loco, well, I'll say mine, it's not mine, but being my first experience, I suppose, with the Dapol Loco, and I'm just blown away, to be honest. She's absolutely fantastic. This is how locos these days should be. For a start, you can get these for excellent prices. I believe the RRP is, well, to us, I don't actually know what it is, but you can get these for really good prices. There's no need to slap a £220 RRP or whatever on a loco, such as Hornby do. You can get these for around £140, £150, and that's how much we should be buying locos for these days. Because you know when you get one of these, the price that you pay, you definitely get a very good purchase. With Hornby, you can spend that much on a loco and end up getting several flaws and defects or some sort of quality issues with them. But with these, I really can't see that happening, and to be honest, I haven't actually heard of any problems like that with these. Overall, absolutely fantastic locos. If you don't have a Dapol 68, you need to get one. They're just amazing. Just buy one.